Okay, so I had to redo the whole video due to some uh information that would have been super compromising to me and others in my family. So, after being informed, I had to redo the whole video. So, now I am going to redo the whole video with basically with a new home screen. So, here it is. So, I told you guys I was going to make this video. So, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So, my vacation had to be interrupted by a bunch of nonsense I've been hearing lately, so I came to respond. Also, I had to deal with bourgeois arrogance, like with BreadTube, and up next a bunch of LARPers, and having to do with internal improvements with my channel, which paid off. And now I had to hear this Pan American nonsense from B Level Noah. Oh my god. This shit is just messing with my projects, and I'm so tired of this bullshit. So what is Pan-Americanism? Uh, Easy answer. It's a bunch of nonsense. Long answer. It's a bunch of nonsense bullshit that is being co-opted for these quote-unquote communists to use it to repackage Americanism, aka American fascism. Which now it embraces Americanism, aka American fascism. They just want another bullshit imperialist project like the Belt and Road Initiative, which for China is an imperialist project. I will show the screenshots of Dark Sonovia description of Pan-Americanism and nonsense of what it actually is. So I'm just gonna actually show some community posts. So okay, here it is. So revolutionary Pan-Europeanism and Pan-Americanism. American patriotism is fascist. Anyone that believes you could use patriotism for socialism understands nothing about how patriotism has been used throughout American history to push fascism. Socialism and American patriotism is not compatible with each other. America is the problem. America is Nazi Germany and Israel. There is no such redemption for a country. True. I find Canadians who push Pan-Americanism cringe and lie about what revolutionary Pan-Europeanism is. It's not about white guilt. White guilt does not exist. White guilt is bullshit. White guilt would imply that you acknowledge whiteness. There's nothing legitimate about whiteness. Anyone who pushes that nonsense doesn't know what they are talking about, and it's nothing but bad takes. A lot of people really must hate revolutionary pan-Europeanism. They really must like the racist society we have. And rather push nonsense like Pan-Americanism, which is nothing more than reactionary white supremacist garbage. Oh shit, it is so funny. I remember this is what happened. Literally, like B-level comment here, and literally he had like so much fucking shit to say. Like, it was so funny. I had to literally, it was so crazy. He tried to, like, say it's, like, such a bad take and shit like that, but it wasn't. Because it was just exposing his reactionary garbage, which is revolutionary, which was Pan-Americanism. Let me go to the screenshots now. Okay. Screenshots, B-level exposed. Oh my god, it was so funny. He was like making so much LARPy shit. Pan-Europeanism is the next level cringe. It's more antisocial to work with black and brown leftists, treating folks as perpetual than others, embracing demographic changes. This is such bullshit. This is literally just self-projection. This is self-projection, literally. He's so dogmatic towards people of color. It's like super funny. He attacks me and Deadman and Young Simba on the fucking daily. So fuck off. Literally, this guy is such a fucking self-projecting idiot. Like, so, oh my god. He's like, oof, bad take. Do you know what Pan-Americanism is? You're basically saying you rather focus on continental Europeans than the working class, working with people of non-European descent to build socialism in these continents called the Americas. What a fucking idiot. This guy literally knows nothing and shit like that, and he's just like going around dissing Jason Unruh. It's just laughable. It's just so laughable in my opinion. He's like, okay, then it's so funny. Dark Zenobia responds, "Who made you an authority on this? All your channel is now just a bunch of bad takes and talking shit about other people, and the only thing that I see is you is arrogance. Get off your high horse and stop acting like an SJW. You clearly don't know what." Oh, and I was like, oh my god, not not the repackaged Americanism bullshit from B level. Then he basically puts like a long statement where he's like, "Hey man, I've been really patient with you, how you've been acting lately. You gotta be honest how you've been closed off talking to me and Noah since Noah dropped that comment saying you were wrong about Sakai, even though you have never read the fucking book and never even actually read Settlers and never even done an investigation. So your ass is just talking nonsense." So there's that. You've been increasingly hostile, yada yada yada, since the 1K stream. I allowed you to come on. You're jealous of Ewoks right now. That's bullshit. How's Dark Zenobia even jealous of Ewoks and Hinge? And also, good thing Dark Zenobia didn't see this comment and took it down and blocked your ass, because lately, if he would have gone ballistic on you. That's my guess. So, uh. Dude, is what we're talking about is how you adds me in front of the disastrous actions of last December. That's bullshit. He did it. And how you almost tanked the channel and shit like that. And like, bullshit. He did it. Then disastrous actions of last December, that the Uncle Thomas debate almost ruined the reputation of Ewoks and Hinge. Keep in mind, I was still your co-host, so everything you could have said had been dumped on me as well. I really wish you learned from the last experience and changed that direction. It seems like you doubled down sadly. You might be mad at the direction the channel has taken, but it wouldn't have existed past December if I didn't do something. You didn't save Ewoks and Hinge. You're the guy who literally just like ruined the whole thing, and now it's just a bunch of fucking nonsense and just reactionary garbage where you now just think you can diss whoever the fuck you want, and you have some ego like some ego in your head so far up your ass that you think you can just go around dissing people like you're all high and mighty. Fuck off. Ewoks and Hinge wouldn't have existed without Dark Zenobia and Jason pushing your ass. And Caleb Maupin. So, and also the reason why Caleb Maupin was even on Ewoks and Hinge was thanks to Jason. Oh wait, it was thanks to Dark Zenobia getting Jason to promote Ewoks and Hinge. Caleb saw it? Oh yeah, he came on Ewoks and Hinge. Here you go. Dumb ass. For the people you're talking about the time, the friends at the time were my friends. They are regular people, not fascists. So basically he's denying that they are fascists because those fascists did this. They literally harassed Dark Zenobia while he was having to grieve for his own fucking dead mother. Yeah. And also those same people he denies that are not fascists. Let's see. Literally went to go and ambush me, Dark Zenobia, and Net, Auto Bolshevik, and I think somebody else on the whole fucking stream. And you know what they and literally I was even sexually harassed by one of his fucking friends. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's still defending them. Yeah, that doesn't go well. Most of them were apolitical, center right, center left, any anti-communist. They would have been the cause of the synthetic left, and not what was they doing. In fact, we're into the new direction of Ewoks and Hinge. I believe them and took them in good faith, and I was trying to give you signs I was being totally isolated with where you were taking and shit like that. This is just such bullshit. Ewoks, so I needed to vent, and I was going on who had an experience with dealing with this kind of stuff on YouTube too. And that is something not everyone knows. about unless they have been on the platform and says what he will, and they have been there here for me at the time. Sure, did some of them have issues with you? Yeah. But there was more to it. They're still not fascist. No, they are. They are. They literally harassed me. They also harassed Dark Sinovia. Let's see. Uh, oh, here's the other thing. Literally, these same people, literally one of them got so triggered at Dark Sinovia because he, didn't support Israel. If that doesn't mean they're a fascist, then oh yeah, no. Because guess what? B-Level's a fascist collaborator. That's what he is. He's known for that. Just because they were mean to you, it wasn't that they were mean to you, mean to him. You sent them over to literally go and attack Dark Sinovia while he was having to grieve for his fucking mother. And anybody defending Ewoks on Hinge, I would ask again, why even defend why even defend B-Level, such a person who sends fascists to go harass you while you're grieving for your dead parent? It's so funny. It's like so funny. He said, just because they were mean to you in some ways, no one is born a communist. We can't be afraid of in our outreach. I can live with those mistakes, man, and move on. But this is new stuff, man. That's on you, and you got to take some time to work through it. I genuinely want you to do better. Hopefully, you will join the CPUSA in the future. Oh, the best, man. This is just some fake kindness bullshit from B-Level. B-Level is just like bullshitting here. No wonder why Dark Sinovia can't fucking stand you. This is just reactionary fucking cringe with his bullshit. He literally thinks this is anti-imperialist action, which is just such bullshit in my opinion. Literally, I don't think he knows anything about anti-imperialist action or anything about imperialism because he never actually read Lenin's Imperialism, the Highest Stage of Capitalism. But no, he's just a fucking idiot. He said it's a rejection of Americanism. Nope, nope, nope. Wrong, 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 wrong. Next, let's get back to my script. And B-Level wants to diss Jason on this video of revolutionary pan-Europeanism, saying it's not revolutionary. I'm like, what the fuck? The dumbest crap I've ever heard. And he also says this, that literally it would alienate people of color, even though, let's see. I hear way more people of color actually support this shit than your, pan-Europeanism, or, oh wait, pan-Americanism bullshit. Like, it's so funny. And it's funny how you try to act like you're pro-indigenous, where he goes like, oh, I'm pro-indigenous people. No, you're not. You support American fascism, which is against our people's national liberation struggle, and try a new approach with this Pan-Americanism nonsense. Next, Pan-Americanism is outdated. Let's go through screenshots of B-Level's dogmatism towards Maoists and anarchists and Bundists, where he basically is just being a sectarian fuck. Okay? So, let's see. Where is it? Alright, here it is. So basically just like talking about since COVID-19. Also, I would just scroll down and you guys can pause it and read it for yourself to see literally B-Level's own sectarian dogmatism as well. As well as literally, he was just dissing obnoxious anarchists in the Bundist movement and just basically declared himself as an enemy of the anarchists and also the Bundist movement. Ever since I made my old video that, now more people are coming out. Lately, he's lying about how he likes obnoxious anarchists because he always delays his collab, and now he's dissing anarchists, so fuck you with this bullshit. And then attacks basically he doesn't respect that. He's just bullshitting all of you, so basically he's just bullshitting here. So you can look at it for yourself. So no speed level is bullshitting you. And next let's get into his friend Noah. Literally, he convinced me more and more that he is a closet Strasserist and wants to call Paul Morin a neo-Nazi while he loves to repackage American fascism, and he has still not provided any evidence for Paul Morin being some literal neo-Nazi. Literally, there's even evidence to prove that Noah is literally a closet fascist. So, literally, it's so funny. There's like evidence to prove that Paul Morin's a fascist. Oh, wait, there's no evidence to even prove that Paul Morin's a fascist. There is more evidence to prove Noah is a fascist than Paul Morin, because there would have been plenty of evidence if Paul Morin was some fascist, which he couldn't even provide. Oh, well, next later, Paul Morin also released a video about basically on like nationalism and patriotism, which y'all can go watch if you want. But also, let's go into that shit where he just convinces me more and more that he's just a fascist. First, it starts off with this, where literally his red lettuce friend literally denies settler colonialism, and also, I think I should make an exposed video on red lettuce. Do you think? Because, there's so much shit that you could see that I have gotten. I'd be just screen saving at this point. But here's him basically supporting his friend. Here's him saying Paul Morin's a neo-Nazi. Have fun with making the right friends. And then he literally just misrepresents Che Guevara's quote here. Then he just basically does then basically just like denies about like then just denies that Dugan's a fascist, literally. It's just so funny. He just exposes himself as a literal fascist at this point. Just come out as a fascist, Noah. That's what you are. Literally, just do it. Like at this point, you are. At this point, like it's so funny. Uh, and next you have B Liberal just going mask off after going after RevTube because he's just like talking about, oh, I'm not a part of this RevTube thing. Well, motherfucker, you were never even a part of RevTube to the start of it. Next, literally, then attacks Paul Morin because it's so funny. He loves to attack Paul Morin, saying he attacks the Irish American diaspora. Nope, not true. Not even true. Literally, the other thing is this, like, he also says, like, a bunch of other bullshit. Because, oh, he actually read the book Settlers. Ooh, wow, so scary. And then attacks other people as well, so he's just a fucking idiot. And lies about him. Jeez, you have such a hate boner for Paul. Motherfucker, get a life. And then you love to talk about Settlers, then he loves to talk about Settlers, a book he has never read, so he talks nonsense and engages in liberalism. In Mao's combat liberalism, he does the fifth type of liberalism: to indulge in personal attacks, pick quarrels, and vent personal spite or seek revenge instead of entering into an argument and struggling against incorrect views for the sake of unity or progress or getting work done properly. This is the fifth type because you love to do personal attacks on everybody. Basically smear me as an anti-communist and basically indulge in all this bullshit. This is something you love to do, which is something we need to combat. Be liberal is mask off a fucking liberal or just a closet fascist. He likes to call me a wrecker. LOL, self-projection. You're digging a grave for your own self now, which is now funny because you have such a fucking ego. your head so far up your ass that you can literally go smear the ideology of Maoism that you know nothing about, and that you think you can go around dissing members of the MRN network and co-opt my friends, fuck off. Fuck off, because let's go into what he's saying about Maoism. Because literally, he just like sounds like a dog shit idiot who doesn't even know anything about Maoism. And also, first of all, let's go into some screenshots where he's just like attacking Paul Moore, which makes no sense. You can pause it if you want. Literally, this doesn't even make any sense at all. This is just such LARPing bullshit. Like, literally, it's so funny. He just like goes in there, just like attacking Paul Moore and shit like that. It's like so funny in my opinion. But let's get into what he says about Maoism. So let's see. It shows you here he knows nothing about Maoism. He basically is saying, I got into theory. I thought Maoists for some type of people wanted to emulate the Chinese Revolution, what MLM was about, upon investigating, which he hasn't really. I realized it was something to emulate ultra-left components of the Gang of Four, the period of the Cultural Revolution from 1966 to 1976. That Chinese reject after those components failed in practice. No, those components did not fail in practice. And that the MLM seems so fixated on the shining path, which is actually called the Communist Party of Peru. If it's not more so, I don't get it at all, because he's just bullshitting. The Chinese Revolution has so much lessons we can learn from. The Chinese overcame to continue to build, but the shining path is practically on the level of Pol Pot. Not even true. At least Pol Pot no one takes Pol Pot stands seriously, including themselves. But for some reason, Abimael Guzman stands are treated serious communists on online spaces. I don't know. It seems like it's the internet is a place for ideas that have to be debunked by practice to continue living on indefinitely and still as a theoretically viable. He doesn't even know anything about the PCP or Chairman Gonzalo at all. Literally, I don't think he ever talked to an actual person who's actually living in Peru. The only person he actually talked to, somebody who's quote unquote Peruvian, was literally Kayla, who's just a fucking idiot who knows nothing. She just does historical revisionism at this point. But it's so funny. Literally, like, he talks about an ideology he knows nothing about at all. Literally, like, it's just funny at this point. He's just bullshitting, and bullshitting. Like, he's basically just talking about Gonzalez, really, and not actually Maoist, and he's just acting like a fucking idiot, so there's that. Next, let's get back to the script, because he loves to also, when I also mentioned he tries to diss members of the MRN network, he was dissing Deadman Animations, and basically just, like, literally talking about, like, oh my god, you guys watch too much Deadman Animations, like, he's some bad person and shit like that. Also, literally, the other thing is this, he also, what's next? He also, called the Angles a LARPer and tried to justify whether or not he should be in the MRN network, which you have no power in the MRN network. You can't tell, you're not even in the MRN network at all, and you were not even a choice to be a part of the MRN network. Actually, nobody in the MRN network actually wanted you to join, so there's that, so take it as you will. But B-Level is not welcome in the MRN network because he wants to call the Angles a LARPer. Oh, he is no LARPer. Literally, B-Level is way more of a fucking LARPer. Literally, even Pol Pot. Literally, I would take more Pol Pot as seriously than B-Level ever. Because all B-Level is just a master manipulator. And then he tries to co-opt my friends. Here's why. Basically, him and Red Lettuce have orchestrated a plan to try to co-opt my friends Franco and also the members of Fred Hampton Leftists. Which, oh no, it's not gonna go so well because I informed my friends and they ain't gonna fall for your bullshit. Make sure of that. Make sure. Real sure about that, because here's something else. He tried to go on Franco's live stream comments and basically try to act like, oh, let me try to be buddy with Franco and shit like that. And you know what I said? I said fuck off, B-Level, fuck off. Cause no, You don't get to come and try to go co-opt my friends for your reactionary fascism. Hell no. Uh, literally. And also, the last thing I also want to say is this. And for leftism today, I have to say this. We can't just set all of our differences aside like there's nothing to fix here. And you don't really know what's going on in the first place. Really, that's all I have to say. And also, if anyone wants to chime into this drama, you can. You have my permission. And this will be the last video on this. And I'll go back to my regular content and good regular videos. Goodbye. And also, I got shit to go do after this. And also, if I need to make some clarifications, I will. So, there's that. See you guys. Bye-bye.